started doing these in 2020, right?
What was this year? Yes, 2020. Well, no, 2019 we started.
2019. All right.
I'm trying to think. This was the first. This was 2021. Well, 2019 we started. Yeah.
2019. So what's kind of the inspiration that keeps you doing it? What's the motivation to do this camp for you?
The motivation for me is that I used to be one of these kids. I used to be a guy that would go to every basketball camp when I was out of school. I would always look for something to do. But then also keeps me going is that it's not a lot of basketball programming in my neighborhood as it once was. Not a lot of basketball camps on the south side of town. Not a lot of gyms on the south side of town at that. Rather been the old 4Y. We had the Southeast Y. We had Bethlehem Gym, Fellowship Church. We always have different basketball camps. So to me, I'm in a position now where I was once the kid, and I always said I would give back to the kids when I got older, so now I'm doing it.
What's it like to be able to get out here and work with these kids and teach them the basic skills of the game?
Nah, it's real big for myself, Lewis Jackson, Anthony Brown, Josh Gentry, Kevin Bloom, Nick Gamble, all guys with the college experience, DJ McCall. So we've all done it at a high level. We've all played basketball post-high school. So the thing to be able to come back out here and give it back to the kids is what it's all about. So if you have game or knowledge in any field, you should always want to give it back to the kids coming up. So us being able to come out here, taking our experiences and giving it back to a grassroots level has been big.
What's the talent level like out here? You think Fort Wayne's in a good spot with the kids coming up?
I think with the kids coming up, as long as they can stay in the gym, I think Fort Wayne got some talent. I think the 7th and 8th grade group are pretty good. We've only done youth camps. We haven't dabbled in high school yet. But from 8th grade down, I think if these kids just stay in the gym and stay together, I think that'd be fine. I think it's all about having access to the gym, having access to trainers, having access to be able to get better. Because I know basketball is kind of becoming more expensive and more expensive at the youth level. So it's all about keeping the kids, giving them a place to go, especially when we have camps. We always give out about 40 scholarships to kids who normally won't be able to afford a camp. So having the gym to go to and work on your skill set, especially when it gets cold outside, is going to be big for their development going forward.
What's it like for these kids? Obviously, they didn't get to watch you play, but to learn who you are, know who you are, and then get to learn from you. What's that experience like for them?
I think it's pretty fun for the kids. I could tell them I used to play at Southside at Lalamere, I played at Purdue or whatever, but now they get to see me in a different light, being on TV with the Big Ten Network. They get to see a different side of basketball where you can stay in the game without being a player. I think a lot of kids are starting to realize that through me. But we don't talk about my ability, my playing skills anymore. I talk about Lewis Jackson a lot, the best point guard ever played at Purdue. So if you're a 7th grade point guard at one of our camps, you're learning from the greatest point guard to ever play at Purdue. So for me, it's not big about me, but it's more for my role is showing the kids that it's not just about dribbling the basketball. I ruptured my disc in my back when I was 22 years old. So how can you stay in the game outside of being a player? And that's what I like to teach them.
Anything else you want to add?
No, we good. I could at the Southside camp this week.
Oh, sure.
This Thursday, the 30th, we'll be having our annual free basketball camp at Southside High School, my former high school. So just like I said, giving the kids on the south side of town a place to go, a place to play ball, proper instruction, but also just bringing the community together, bringing the kids together, letting them grow up together, especially at a camp like this at OPS. You got kids from the south side, kids from the north side, suburban areas, rural areas. So bringing the city together has always been fun too.
Do you want to keep growing it and keep doing more of this?
Yeah, I plan to do a camp or a clinic anytime the kids are out of school. Try to get everybody in the gym. I feel like outside of basketball, it could be big growth for the youth in the city. You got kids at camp in 2nd grade. So if they grow from 2nd grade to 11th grade and camp together, it could end some of the social issues that kids start to have in high school.